Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Why does Mars cause accidents? And why is it that some people are more prone to accidents than others? In this video, I will accurately explain this planetary event and will also share remedies that can be used to avoid it. So let's get started. To understand the purpose behind accidents, first let us look at this table. Here we see a column of events that are intentional in nature, such as blood donation, surgical amputation of limbs, cauterization of tissue, and penetration of needles. We also see another column of events here that we have designated as accidents because these are not intentional in nature. These include injuries involving bleeding, amputation of limbs in an accident, accidental burns, and injuries from sharp objects. In all of these events, what is the role of Mars? Well, Mars simply facilitates these events. It doesn't know whether you need these events. Its job as a soldier is to execute orders. Imagine having a tumor that needs to be removed surgically, but you allow it to grow in size. Imagine allowing your nails to grow because you are not able to trim them for whatever reason. Surgical actions are not possible without the energy of Mars. There is no doubt that we need the energy of Mars to perform actions such as surgeries or trimming our nails. When Mars receives orders at the right time and place, individuals benefit from its actions. Hence, we can't really say it is a bad planet. Well, so who is responsible for giving these executive orders to Mars at the wrong time and place that cause accidents? All planets in our solar system play specific roles. These planets are continually transmitting their orders. As soon as Mars intercepts their orders, it executes them. Here is a list of events and the planets responsible for those events in order to give you an idea of the players involved in cooking up an event. Mercury tries to cause loss of blood because it thinks there is too much blood in the body. Rahu tries to cause burns because it thinks the body is too cold. Venus thinks it is trapped and hence it tries to explode and free itself. Saturn thinks it is restricted and hence it tries to let go and cut itself free. Jupiter thinks it is not able to sense anything and hence it attracts noise and smell. Ketu thinks it is too grounded and hence it tries to move. Sun thinks it is not alive and hence it wants to feel alive and tries to feel it by increasing sensitivity to touch. When these planets are involved with Mars, an event is executed. As we can guess from this table, an event tends to involve more than one planet. For example, Ketu might make a person feel dizzy, and if Saturn is involved, this dizziness might lead to an accident involving a cut to the body. Blood will be lost if Mercury is also involved. The injury will be quite painful if Sun is involved. Now, why isn't the Moon in this list? The Moon amplifies the energies of the planets that it comes in contact with, rather than give its own instructions. This is why Mars is debilitated in Cancer, where its energy is significantly amplified. None of the planets in the solar system can create an event on their own. They need to team up with others. When too many planets are involved in an event, it can be quite complex and intense. Here are two examples. In the first one, Saturn was also in Gemini and hence the results were devastating. In the most recent event, only Venus and Rahu were present and hence the results weren't as devastating despite the size of the explosion. So what could be the solution to such a complex problem where multiple planets are involved? While there are many great remedies for reducing the impact of accidents, I have listed the ones that are simple, affordable, and can be used without performing a thorough analysis of the birth chart. Whenever blood loss is predicted due to a malefic Mercury, blood donation can be used as a remedy to prevent blood loss via an accident. Whenever a malefic Rahu is identified and a burn is predicted, consumption of Praval Panch Amrit Ras, which is a combination of Mars and Moon energies, can reduce the malefic energy of Rahu and protect a person from getting burned by hot objects or fire. Whenever a malefic Venus is identified and a rupture to the body or vein is predicted, consumption of rosemary tea can reduce the malefic energy of Venus and avoid ruptures. Whenever a malefic Saturn is identified and a cut is predicted, consumption of homeopathic remedy Staphysagria 200C on a Sunday can reduce the malefic energy of Saturn and prevent accidents that involve a cut. Whenever a malefic Jupiter is identified and smoke inhalation or exposure to loud noise is predicted, wearing an iron ring in the index finger of the dominant hand can reduce the malefic energy of Jupiter. When a malefic Ketu is identified and dizziness is predicted, wearing a red thread on the dominant hand can reduce the malefic energy of Ketu. When a malefic Sun is identified and severe pain or torture is predicted, the consumption of the backflower remedy, impatience, can reduce the malefic energy of Sun and reduce pain sensitivity. When a malefic Mars is identified and you realize that you could be the target of the planets, shaving all the hair on your body and head can reduce the energy of Mars and minimize the size of the event. In fact, this remedy should be used along with all the above remedies to reduce the size of the event. After all, if Mars is not strong enough, the executed event will be small. In this video, we addressed all types of accidents as well as intentional events that are caused by the planets. We also discussed the remedies that can be used to reduce the impact of those events. I hope you found this video informative. Please feel free to watch my other videos on health, well-being, and astrology. Thank you.